What is your will, my master?
Hey, good morning, Milo. Quick demo video for you for your Scrapflex. I got this all done yesterday. This looks like it was made from a 2.0 Graflex core, but you've got a Graflex replica top, and then the handle is actually some MHS pieces and then wrapped in leather. It's very nice. Install with the Proffie. Um, as far as the parts go, you provided most everything for the parts except for the chassis that you provided. I changed up a bit, and we'll go over what I did as far as the differences, right? But I'm not going to show the old one. I don't want to do that. I'll just go over the differences inside the new one, and I'll send the old one to you. But it's a 2-button setup, so your front switch is your activation, your back is your auxiliary. I did not see a clamp card in the stuff that you provided, so I just put one in here. You're welcome to change it out. The clamp card is interchangeable. I do have a few pieces of small electrical tape under the clamp card right where the switches are, just to help actuate the switches. So if you decide to switch that out in the future, pay attention to what I did underneath the card, because you'll need to do that too. Okay, and that's pretty typical when I do stuff like this in the clamp card. You got a 7-pin NeoPixel PCB in there. It's pretty deep down in, so you have plenty of blade depth. This is your blade retention, this glass eye here. So I made sure it was underneath that, and this will grab your blade with no problem. Your four brass pins here were sticking into the blade socket just a hair. So if you can see that in the camera, I went through and I just dremeled those down. So it's nice and even with the blade socket, and they don't get in the way of the blade anymore. Okay. And then how you get to everything, you just want to unscrew the handle. We'll take this guy off. And then here is your chassis, right? It says Scrapflex over here in Arabesh. You got your logo on here that you wanted. You got a removable battery setup, so spring side over here. 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. It does say Solo Sabers over here for me in Arabesh. You'll be able to see that better when you get it in person. And then your Proffie board right here. So the Proffie board is just a tight snap fit down into the shelf, but it is made to where you can get to your SD card and your micro USB without lifting the board up. The shelf down here, right here, is sunk down enough where you can just take a pair of tweezers and pull that SD card right out, right? And that's actually how I loaded this guy up. So that's one of the differences in this chassis. I made it to where you didn't have to take the board out, and the other one that you did, the other one you gave me also did not quite fit in here correctly. It was very wobbly, so I fixed that. Your diameter of the old chassis was small, so it wasn't hugging the walls of the handle, which is typically something that you want to do. See, like this is almost tight to put in. It helps hold the battery in. It helps the shock value on the actual chassis when you're swinging the saber around, because now it's like now everything is reinforced, right? 28mm speaker. Now this one is fully enclosed for maximum sound quality, and the other one was not because the diameter was smaller. And then I just put your logo on here, of course, and everything else like that. So this fits a lot better. Your chassis retention screw is right here. I did go ahead and bore that out for an 832 grub screw, and everything is locked in here nice and tight. Okay. Go throw a battery in this. It just has a stock font package on it because you are going to do your own thing with your config. So we're just going to throw a battery in and go over some stock fonts. The battery is a nice snug fit. That is also another thing I changed from the chassis that you sent. The battery compartment was just a little too long, and you would experience the battery falling out if it were like that. So this one is nice and snug. Holds the battery in there nice. I'm going to throw the handle on. Lock this down, and then activation up here. Nice and loud. Auxiliary. And we'll throw a blade in it. This takes a 7/8 inch NeoPixel blade. All right. And actually, I'm going to throw my brand new one I just made for testing in here. If you find yourself having to twist on the blade to get it in because this is a snug fit, try to grab it up here in this area. Don't grab the clamp card area because it is nice and snug and held in place, but it's in place, but it's not held in place by anything. It's just a pressure fit. So if you grab it from right here and you start twisting on it to get your blade out, you're gonna move that and possibly snap your wires. Okay. So we got that blade in. Blade retention's right here. I'm not going to use it because the blade is so snug, but it's right there if you need it, right? Good flash on flash.
Smooth Jedi. Smooth gray.
Everything's working like it should, right?
Smooth fuzz. Rogue Commander.
So yeah, I mean everything's working nice. Everything's working nice. This saber is very solid. Nothing is wiggling around. We'll go ahead and take the blade out and go over taking the battery out. We'll just take the handle off. And come over here from the positive side by the speaker. And you should be able to pop it out with your finger just like that. And that is pretty much your Scrapflex. Let me know if you got any questions. And if not, this guy will go out in the mail to you Monday morning. All right. Thanks.